Alright, I am just about finished setting up. and as I'm getting done, I realize and remember, oh shit, I should probably get myself a sandwich. So I'm going to grab food before this gets really started. Stay, buddy. There is a Toby in the room, so have fun with that. Whew. Okay, making it back, making it back. Sorry for the wait. Woo, woo. Notice me. Hey, Juan, what's going on? Make me one too. Make you a chicken sandwich? Alright, I have two spicy chicken sandwiches with cheese, so technically I did do that. Why does the sound sound like it's playing from an old speaker? Probably because it's paused. How's that? Is that better? No, Toby, you don't get my chicken sandwich. Toby is right there, and he is staring at me with a level of intensity. Nope, even worse. Oh no. Hang on. Um, check on it. Okay, let's try it this way. Okay. Okay, I'm just trying to make sure. Okay, so it's quiet now, but it is much better. Okay, I'm gonna bring it up just a little bit, but not by much. That should make things considerably better. Is that good? Good now? All right. Because I want to make sure it's good on. Like I hear it good on my end now, but I want to make sure it's good on yours as well. Sweet. And you can clearly, pardon me. And you can clearly hear me over the game sound, right? Like it's pretty clear. I don't need to turn it down so you can hear me better. Hello, third person. Mm-hmm. All right, good to know. All right. I can set my headphones aside now. Finish this up. Get a little water. It's good water, right? Water's good, right, Toby? You can listen to me munch. Oh, geez. Oh, geez. You know, in some places they pay for that. All right. Goodness. Ugh. All right, let me mute for a second. Give me just a moment. Oh, thank you for paying me with attention. I do appreciate that. However, that doesn't help me get Xanathar's Guide to Everything, which is the thing I need now. Believe it or not, there are a lot of characters that I can make that require Xanathar's Guide. Um, I didn't realize I needed 2 handbooks. Had I known that, it'd have been a different story last time I did my stream. But, yeah. Xanathar's Guide will give me access to the College of Swords, which is what I need if I want to build a bard that can actually fight with, like, swords and guns and stuff. A bard with swords and guns. Deadpool. I'm basically building Deadpool. I'm not even joking. I'm trying to get the guide overall. If I just wanted to get the College of the Sword, I probably could. You don't know anything that I'm saying. It's okay. I don't know what I'm saying either. Apparently there is a College of Bards, and you can choose from different ones, and different books unlock different kind of schools. One of those schools is the School of Swords, so you can actually use swords as a bard and gain bonuses or additions or stuff like that for using swords. Mm-hmm. Hmm. 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 And we're all broken till Wednesday, so there's no way I could do any of that here. With what I'm making. Also, good news. All the stuff that is happening on Project Project Cave, we have begun recording for Project Cave. And, It goes straight over my head. I kind of explained everything in as base terms as I can. Like, a non D&D player should have been able to understand my last explanation. Well, maybe if you played it and you had a good DM, you might. Who knows? But suffice to say, if you know what you're doing, you can build just about anything in D&D. Okay, let's go with window capture. I'm going to add Chrome here just for a second. Okay, and that is too much. Also, whoa. A little bit of Inception there. Okay, let's, there we go, let's fix that, and then I will show you a thing. Okay, that's the cart. It's $24.02 for the full thing, but there's going to be tax added on, whatever amount that PayPal decides that I get to keep, because it takes, Streamlabs takes a portion out for the transaction. So that's why I shoot for like something like $30, because I think 25 isn't going to fully cover it. And 30 is a nice round number, and I'll just round up. All right, so just to kind of quickly show you, I'm not joking around. I made Todoroki, Link, and John Wick in D&D Beyond. Maybe this will help. I like doing this. Okay, so because my dexterity is so high, which is something that you'll need if you fight with like guns and swords and stuff. That's what dexterity is mostly for. And dexterity is directly tied to your initiative and your armor class. Your armor class is your defense. They have to roll higher than 21 to be able to attack me. Now, keep in mind, this is a level 20 character, so this is a completely leveled up character. This is not like a character that I started with and I have at like level 1, 2, 6, you know, all that stuff. No. This is a completely maxed out character. Their initiative is 5, so when they say to roll for initiative, whatever I roll, I add 5 to it, and that becomes my initiative total. So, in the off chance that I roll a 1, my initiative is 6. In the off chance that I roll a 20, my initiative is 25. Pretty good. Now, let's see. I don't remember what proficiency bonuses do. Oh, there you go. Proficiency bonus. Characters have a proficiency bonus determined by level as detailed in Chapter 1. Monsters also have this bonus. Your proficiency bonus can't be added to a single die roll or number more than once. Occasionally, your proficiency bonus might be multiplied. The bonus is used in the rules on ability checks, saving throws, and attack rolls. Honestly, kind of the best way to understand D&D. Oh yeah, absolutely OP character. Let's change. Nope. Let me go to my D&D characters real quick, and this time I will choose Link. All right. So John Wick is both a monk for hand-to-hand combat and a fighter for gun abilities. Now Link is a high elf ranger, or at least I took 8 classes in ranger because bows and arrows and horse riding and things like that due to some of the spells and stuff, some of the abilities that he has, I chose Druid for some of the spells that Druid has. There's a few kind of minor spells that I think Ranger gets. So he has 5 levels in Druid. And then he gets 7 levels in Fighter for sword combat and things like that, and to give him multiple attacks in a single turn. His dexterity is 2 lower than John's, so his initiative is 4 instead of 5, and his AC is insane. His AC is 24. So remember, John's was 21, and Link gets bonuses to things for his raise and stuff that he wears and things like that, so his AC is 24, which he's a pretty tough cookie to hit. You gotta have some massively powerful stuff for him to hit. Your basic, anything level 15 and below, gonna have a tough time getting through that armor class. But, now, to just kind of basically talk about saving throws real quick. A saving throw, also called a save, represents an attempt to resist a spell, a trap, a poison, a disease, or a similar threat. You don't normally decide to make a saving throw. You are forced to make one because your character or monster is at risk of harm. To make a saving throw, roll a d20, which is a 20-sided die, and add the appropriate ability modifier. My ability modifiers are up above right here and right over here. So you have like a list of your numbers. But, nat 20 level 1 enemy. Well, yeah, a nat 20 from a regular enemy would hit even at a level 1. It just wouldn't do much in the way of damage. So I'm sitting here with 159 hit points. Generally, at a level 1, the max that you can do is going to be 10. So they do maybe 20 to me. And that's a critical hit, and that's the only time they'll roll something that would really, really hit. They'd have to have a +5 to their weapon, which at level 1 is kind of a thing that doesn't happen. Outside of a nat 20. Now, if you roll a 10 and your DM says, oh, you can double the roll as opposed to the dice, but still, and that's provided you're rolling a d10. Most things that are going to happen at level 1, you're probably not going to be rolling d10s unless it's like a specific spell or something. Most of the time, you're either going to be rolling a d8 or a d6. So 12 and 16 are going to be the majority, depending on your character. If you're a barbarian, and depending on your weapon, you might be able to roll a d12. But it depends on your dexterity. Your dexterity is dependent on your hit, and your weapon determines what the damage type that you roll is. So, like, for instance, I have the Holy Avenger sword. I roll a d6. For my longbow, I roll a d8. And these are, like, not shabby things here. This is a longbow with +3. So I have a +7 on top of that. So whatever my damage is, I roll a d8 and say I roll, like, maybe a 4. Well, I add 7 to that as well, so it gives me 11 damage in total. Now, if I slice with my Holy Avenger, and let's say I roll the max. Let's say I roll a 6 on my d6. Then I add 7 to it, and there's 13. That's how it works. That's how doing damage works. And the best way to do this is to just kind of find a group of people that you like to watch playing D&D. So someone like Kratos rolls something like an 8 or a 10. Well, Fu, and I'll show you Fu. Let's take a look at Fu. Okay, so Fu is a level 6 barbarian. Now, I should probably get a better thing for him. Let's see. So Fu rolls a d12. 1d12 plus 4 to his great axe. Now, this is just a regular great axe. This isn't a pumped up anything. His AC is 16, which is still pretty good considering. Alright. Oh, man. You need strength. You don't need dexterity. I'm like, no, I'll need dexterity later if I want a decent initiative and if I want, Oh, I get advantage on initiative rolls? I didn't even know that. What? That's crazy. I don't know. I don't remember why, but I do get them. Initiative determines the order of turns during combat. When combat starts, every participant makes a dexterity check to determine their place in initiative order. The DM makes one roll for an entire group of identical creatures, so each member of the group acts at the same time. So when they say roll for initiative, you roll a d20 and you add whatever your initiative modifier is. For me, it's a +2. So I add, say I roll 14, I add 2, so my initiative is 16. So 16 determines where I am in the turn order. So anybody that rolled higher than a 16 goes before me. Anybody that rolled less than a 16, I go after me. Now, if, say, you tie, say somebody else rolled a 16, well, then it goes based on our dexterity modifier. My dexterity modifier is a +2. Okay, that's good. Right? But maybe theirs is a +4, so they would go before I would. So yeah, your dexterity modifier has a lot to do with your initiative as well. So if I boost up my dexterity, yeah, it'll also help improve my armor. But I mean, honestly, I'm gonna probably get some bracers for that because I don't wear armor. Barbarians are not known for wearing a lot of armor. The same with monks. Generally, don't wear much in the way of armor. But I'm gonna look for some bracers, and yeah. Should be good. All right, now this is a level 7 character. That's why the stats are so low right now. It's a level 7 character, and it's not bad for a level 7 character. Not bad at all. All right, now let's go back to the last one, which is Shoto. Gonna move on to Shoto Todoroki. And again, I had to buy individual stuff for that. What if Dex is equal to? Then you flip a coin, play rock, paper, scissors, or kill the other fool. That's how. Hey, Val. Hello. Hello. So just, I'm going to show off in a bit why it is that I need Xanathar's Guide to Everything, but just hang with me for a second. All right, so this is another thing. Like, guys, with the two things that I got, for my D&D Beyond last time, I unlocked the ability to basically have as many characters as I want. I have an unlimited amount of characters that I can make, and I unlocked the player's handbook, which means I had access to more stuff. Which is how I'm able to make characters like Link and Shoto and things like that. Now this is a level 20 character. This is 14 levels of Wizard with 6 levels of Monk. Monk is for hand-to-hand combat. And the Wizard was basically so I could do fire and ice attacks and stuff like that. So I will show you my full list of spells momentarily, because I'm basically setting it up that way. Alright. So this is what is commonly referred to as a character sheet, right? And I can click over here for like attack, action, bonus action, reaction, other, limited use stuff. And then I can go just straight over to spells. So cantrips are things to just quickly explain, like if you want to be a wizard or a warlock or a cleric, anybody that uses spells, cantrips are kind of vital. Cantrips are spells that you have that you can use forever. You can just constantly use these. It doesn't require anything special. These are just basic things that you could just do. Anytime, anywhere, anyplace. That's what cantrips are. Now, the rest are general spells that you can cast at different levels. Right? Alright. And you have, with my character, I have 4 slots for first level spells. So if I've cast all those spells, like I've cast X amount of spells, or since I have 4 slots here, I can only cast a first level spell 4 times. I have different ones: Burning Hands, Grease, but basically think of it as like the floor is ice. It's all slippery and anybody standing on it that fails a deck save will. I don't think I understand if it's a save or I don't think it's a save. But anyway, it basically, you would kind of be like turning the ground into ice, and so everything is slippery, and people have to be careful so they don't move as fast, and they can fall down and get knocked prone. And if they're knocked prone and somebody is in melee with them, like if, like say a Shoto casts Grease, and Fu is like in melee combat or like really close combat, about 5 feet or so from a bad guy, and he saves and doesn't get knocked down, but the enemy does. Well, when it comes his turn to attack, it's an automatic critical. Whatever he does, it's an automatic critical. And so long as he hits, it's an auto crit, so you would double the dice or double the damage, depending on how your DM likes to do things. DM is Dungeon Master, by the way, just shorthand for those who didn't know. Ice Knife. Longstrider is an ability that gives you extra movement, so you can move a little faster, you can go a little farther in one turn. Mage Armor is just as it says. You can cast a bit of armor on yourself that will temporarily boost your AC, so it makes it harder for you to get hit. Same with Shield. You can cast Shield to shave, to raise your AC and make you harder to hit in certain moments. I don't know all of them. I'm just going off of this. But yeah, a lot of these, again, as are Scorcher, Burning Hands, Dark Vision, and Hold Person are some general stuff. Hold Person, basically, you can paralyze a person and hold them there, but it's concentration based, so if you lose concentration, they're free. Dark Vision basically means you can see in darkness. Ice Knife, Scorching Ray, which is 3 bolts of fire energy. And then Cinderlock Snowball Swarm. So it's kind of like creating a blizzard within like a certain area or a cone. Counterspell, very, very important for any wizard to have. Anybody that has magical abilities, Counterspell is a godsend. Fireball, oh my god. You can throw it, and within a certain amount of a certain area, it will cause a fiery explosion that does a massive amount of damage. 8d6, so you roll 8 different d6 die, 6-sided die. You roll 6-sided, or basically a regular die. You roll 8 of them, and all of that damage combined is how much your fireball does. Now it's 8d6. I don't know for general spell, but like as you go up higher, the damage goes up. So if I'm casting this at a 3rd level, but say I want to cast Fireball at a higher level. Say I want to go all the way up to 7, which is my current max. I cast Fireball at level 7. That's 12d6. So based on the level that you cast it, that means you do a lot more damage. Oh, goodness. They're free. Tax effects basically at the cost of action. Same as swinging. Yeah, basically. Floor is slick, like the top of a frozen lake. Frozen. Yes. So basically disadvantage to anyone who's touching the ground where you cast. True enough. Mage Armor raises AC at all times. Shield is instant AC boost. And 1 reactive burst. Yeah. So you can cast Shield as a reaction to make it where somebody doesn't actually... I wasn't lying about D&D, man. I've kind of gotten bit by the bug. It's mostly Critical Role's fault. Counterspell looks like it might fit my Eldritch Knight. There you go, man. There you go. Yeah, Counterspell's really good. I mean, shit. When they going back to Critical Role real fast for a second, when they were fighting Vecna at the end of Campaign 1, who is essentially kind of like a he's trying to become the god, the Lich King, the god of that world, and Vecna was doing some serious spell casting, and he was gonna banish people off of the battlefield, and essentially make life a lot harder for him, for everybody that's fighting him. Sam, with his bard, counterspelled. Now, if you counterspell at a level lower or equal to whatever spell you're trying to counter, you have to roll for it to succeed. However, if you cast a counterspell at a level higher than whatever the spell is that you're countering. And the DM will tell you. He'll say, like, okay, so Vecna's going to cast Banish at level 8. Oh, well, I'm going to counterspell at level 9. Instant success. You do not have to roll at all. That's how beautiful this one. Sadly, this is one flag of the basics. But yeah, so just to kind of quickly explain what's going on here, I will share once more my characters, just so you guys can see what's going on here. I am in the middle of making a Wade Wilson Deadpool character, right? Of course, if you're gonna do Wade, you gotta do a bard, right? Well, you kind of need more than just College of Lure and College of Valor. So the thing that I need is College of Swords. So let's go to the marketplace. Go to the store. See, unfortunately, I have to unlock specific stuff. And Xanathar's Guide to Everything. That's what I'm looking for. Alright, so if I... This is, you can see, here it is, you know, how much it costs. That's what I'm working on right now. Right? And I press enter. Alright, let's search. Mo Frappy. Okay, so in Xanathar's Guide to Everything, and I can view purchasable options. Technically... Oh, no, that's Out of the Abyss. Hey. Why is it... No. Xanathar's Guide to Everything, sir. Yeah. Xanathar's Guilds to Everything. Excuse you. Why are you... Oh, goodness. Nope. No. Why are you being like this? How dare you? Paste. And let's add that. Just because it's already in my cart. Okay, search. Jublex. Hey, Xanathar. I'm just gonna... Oh, goodness. Come on now. There we go. I don't understand why it's not showing up. Okay. Results. Dungeon Master's Guide. Ring of Winter. Like, I know it's there. It's in my freaking... I was trying to show you guys, at least. Okay, fine. Be that way. Let's look in my cart. Why will it not let me... It's a source book, yes. Huh. Well, you know, how about I do that this way? College of Swords. Because that's essentially what I'm looking for here. Alright. Yeah, here it is. There's Xanathar's Guide to Everything, which is what I need. It's 2402 because I've already purchased Cavalier, Monster Slayer, and Way of Kensei for my for Link. If you didn't see, I built Link. Let's see. And of course, what I need right here is College of Swords. Now, it would cost me about $2 and some change if I just outright bought it. But I know I'm probably going to need everything that's in here. And this is just individual. These are just the subclasses. Then you have the feats that you unlock that I'm probably going to need as well. Magic items that I unlock from having this. Monsters, you get a tiny servant as a monster. There are new spells that you can unlock, which, holy crap. And then compendium content is... Purchasing this bundle unlocks the Xanathar's Guide to Everything book in digital format in the game compendium with all the artwork maps. So I don't actually need the compendium. I could probably buy all the spells for $4.99, the monsters for $1.99, Magic items for 6, the feats for 399, and the subclasses for 405. I could probably do it that way if I don't want the compendium. But, I mean, you're still looking at basically like a $15, $20 purchase. And I'm just like, I'll just get the whole thing and things would be a lot easier. Rip that. Oof, I realized CS is actually level 13 to get it for my Eldritch Knight. Oh, it is half mage class, branched off fighter, so it'll take me longer than a wizard to get well, I mean, wizards aren't the only ones that have spells, and you can get counterspell as a bard, you can get counterspell, I believe, as a ranger as well. But yeah, you've got to unlock it as 3rd level. So let's go back to my creations real quick. So as you can see, I've built John Wick, I've built Link, and I've built Shoto. And I will go back and show in case, and just for, you know what, because I know you missed it, Val, I'm going to go back and show you these. This is John Wick. John Wick is very dexterity based, and of course he would have to be. He knows gun fu. His wisdom is high, not a great amount of charisma or intelligence, but his constitution's kind of decent. His strength is okay, and his dexterity is outstanding, along with his wisdom. He's got a +5 initiative and a 21 armor class. He is a 12th level rogue with 8 levels of monk. So you get that good hand-to-hand crossbow bolt action. And because he is the level 20 character, and because John, even starting out in his own movie, was known as the best of the best of the best, I made sure that he had at least 2 +3 crossbows. And his gear is going to be really stacked out. And again, it's a level 20 character, so of course. Alright, moving on. Let's go back. I was talking about Link. Let's look at Link real quick. Link is probably the best all-around character. Notice he has no negative penalties. That's not because I rolled really well or took a bunch of ability bonuses instead of feats. It's mostly based on gear. There's a lot of stuff out there. The reason he has his lowest stat is actually strength, and that's because of the Ogre's Gauntlets. And if any DM asks me why I have Link equipped with Ogre's Gauntlets, I will simply explain that they are the same thing as the Titan's gloves that let him pick up those big heavy rocks. No, John knows Leaf or Jinx. Oh god. Lennon is doing a session? That's pretty cool. Eventually, we're 7th starting it, but no word on when we'll do it. Oh man, there is another that we're going to be starting, another D&D related campaign. It may be a one-shot, it may be a series, we don't know. I can't tell you more about it. I just know that it's really, really excited. Like, we're all really excited, and it's based on anime, so that's going to be a lot of fun. And I need to, and it's completely homebrewed. It's completely homebrewed because it's based on an anime. So it's not like I could do a D&D Beyond page for it. That would be cool, but I don't think it's going to happen. But it is completely homebrewed, and I don't know how much you can do with homebrewed stuff on yeah. All right, no, okay, here's the funny thing. You guys are talking about the hya stuff. I want to share this with you. The languages: Abyssal, Celestial, Uncommon, Draconic, Druidic, Elvish, Primordial. He understands 7 different languages. And he can speak 7 languages, and all you hear him do is yeah, yeah, yeah. This is pretty funny. Pretty funny. But yeah, his initiative is +4, so it's a little lower than John's by 1. But check out that AC. That is a 24 AC. That is pretty beastly. I gave him the Holy Avenger short sword, so basically the Master Sword. There's also a great sword that he has, so like Big Goron sword kind of stuff. He's got a longbow at a +3. I have given him super special arrows, so like, you know, fire arrows, ice arrows, silver arrows, you know, the light arrows, whatever you want to call them. So he has extra special arrows, and he has a quiver that will let him hold as many arrows as he wants, and it only weighs 2 pounds. So it holds arrows in another dimension, and so he has like a shit ton of arrows. It's to be expected of a level 20 character. He has a +6 proficiency bonus. Dear fucking lord. He is a high elf. He is 8 levels of ranger, 5 levels of druid for some of the abilities that Link actually has would require things like that. So think of like Thorn Whip as being like the grappling hook kind of thing that he has. We'll go through some of his spells really quickly. Produce Flame, Thorn Whip, True Strike, which is essential for, I think, essential for a... and I've heard people talking trash about True Strike. You should have gone with this. You should have gone with that. Look, I'm going to play it the way I want to play it. Animal Friendship, because, dude, horse. A horse is a horse, of course. Cure Wounds, because of course. Fairy Fire, which is kind of like Z targeting. Hunter's Mark, which is basic for any freaking ranger, just saying. Jump, which means you can jump further and higher by using that. Protection from good and evil, which I feel is something that is necessary, and it came with the ranger, with some of the abilities that we have as we progress through different characters. What would a class for what would be a class for telepathic talking? Ooh, I don't know. That's a good question. Yoshimi, no, you didn't miss it. In fact, I haven't even started. I'm just going over the D&D stuff real quick to show why it was that I needed Xanathar's Guide. But I tell you guys what, I could just straight out build a character in front of you just to kind of show some of you who aren't really familiar with D&D how to set one up. Let me guess a magical class. Yeah, Druid covers your magic classes mostly, and then I've got 7 levels of Fighter for Link as well. But Link is pretty beefy. But we'll get back to that later. We're going to go ahead and jump back into Final Fantasy because I know we need to. And then later, I may build a character. But there we are. Basically been standing here for a bit. Playing God in front of us. Hey, Spider! What's going on, guys? So yeah, 30 is what I'm trying to raise for Xanathar's Guide, because Xanathar's Guide costs like 24 or something. And I don't know how much tax is going to be, and I don't know how much Streamlabs is going to take as far as the cut. So I figure if I raise 30, I'm pretty safe. And yeah, alright, so let's go to... Where are we going? Quest location. Okay, let's do this. Yeah. I could have had this going the entire time. All right. I could have also I guess I could have also been playing Destiny 2, but I mean, honestly, I'm probably like the week before the DLC drops, I'm gonna just be playing nothing but Destiny 2, like the week before everything drops for Destiny 2. So like the end of the month, I'll be jumping on Destiny 2 hardcore. I feel like I know my way around the system. Oh, sweet. There we go. Could mentor some D&D creation, even though I've only built a few characters. Yeah, that's kind of true for me too. And hello. Hello to all the peeps. Hello to you, marshmallow candies. I was gonna say delicious, but I'm not like a big fan of marshmallow. It's not the taste, it's the consistency. Come here, you spongy, delicious yellow bastards.
Easier to sleep with civilization nearby.
Nothing wrong with the outdoors, but there's definitely safety in numbers.
Aha. Okay, here we go. Snake. Mushroom, mushroom, snake.
Real nice here.
Yeah.
Alright, just a nice light jog rather than a sprint. I won't be able to make one because I would need to know every inch about a certain class. No, well, that's what a good DM is also for. Just saying. Alright, so time to fight this snake.
Anybody up for a light workout?
Stop.
You guys are.
Are you kidding me?
Don't be late.
Oh, hi there, opening.
Gladio, do it!
Excuse me?
Forgive me. Try this. Bumped up.
Oh, hi there, opening.
I'm impressed.
And just like that, it's done and over with.
I even amaze myself sometimes.
Your ego is what amazes me.
Frankly,
There we go. Oh, that's the snake from FF7. Snake! Why so much electric, snake? Oh, so much electric. Badger, 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 badger. Mushroom, mushroom, snake! Snake. If you know what you want to mix, there's a lot to choose from. Yeah, that's also true. Not necessarily. One, there's no way anybody can know absolutely. Like, if you're trying to know everything, you're not trying to play D&D. You're trying to DM D&D. You're trying to be a dungeon master. Dungeon masters are typically the ones who know way too much about, like, a bit of everything, or about, like, specific characters and stuff. But DMing is more than just knowing all the characters and the abilities and stuff like that. You like the music box? Sweet. Good to know. Gear. Nope. Let's go to gear. Knocked. Okay, Ring of Resistance and Magic
I'm
Check.
just
I just needed to
amazed
make
we
sure that I
actually
didn't have
made
the
it.
experience band on.
This one's no joke.
I know. Pronto, you're up.
oh, hi there, opening.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah.
Racial description of another universe's race. Well, I mean, the thing is, if on D&D Beyond, you can just basically like, you can look up all the like, they give you a lot of explanations about, like, different races and classes and things like that, so it's not overly complicated. But yeah, dude, it's designed for beginners to be able to use it, and I wouldn't get overly worried about it just yet. Give it a shot. Just build, like, a couple of characters. You can build at least up to 6 with the free version. And mine is, I mean, there's going to be a lot of stuff that you're restricted on because you won't have the player's handbook. I would say get the player's handbook first, then Then after you've gotten the player's handbook, okay, let's go through and figure this shit out. Okay. Head to the area marked in. Yep, yep. I'm here. Hug the left wall as you go.
Not a fan of mushy desserts.
No more Mr. Nice Guy! Uh-huh!
The Prince of Pain.
Yep.
Together.
Well, I tried to block and dodge
Better
that
than
one,
good.
but it wouldn't
Good to
let me.
go.
Okay, so hug the left wall as I come in. That's what it said. If you could play an RPG, you can play D&D, no problem. Okay, so hug the left wall. After you drop, okay, keep going at the next, okay, hug the left wall as you go. Keep going left at the fork and go down the slide. After you drop, head to the right and up.
Prayers.
This shouldn't take long.
You said it.
Can't stop.
What can I say?
Head up and right, which is all I can do. Okay, head up and right. And follow the path and take another ice slide ride. Go forward into the area with enormous stalactites, drop down one level, and head along the right side. Follow the path and take another ice slide ride.
Last thing I knew now.
Eyes peeled, mouth closed.
What can I say?
Yeah. Going for it. Uh-huh. Gotta love it. And on we go.
Yep.
Gladio's looking rather pallid.
Just great.
I think Gladio might be poisoned.
Just great.
Well, he's gonna have to get over that.
How many times?
Enough talk. Time for some action.
Gotcha.
You're on fire today.
What can I say?
Out of the way. Ignis doesn't look good. He must be poisoned.
Just great.
There we go. Okay, it said drop down one. Is it up there? No.
Huh.
Okay. On one level and head along the right side. Sylvester's map piece is at the end of the short path. Okay. Up down one level and head. Okay, maybe it's... No. Okay, it's not there. Okay, so I'm gonna run back up here and go the long way around. Perhaps it's not the way I was thinking it would be. Oh, hey, what's that? That's an elixir. That's good. That's handy. That's helpful. Okay, let's move across here. Oh, good. Everybody's still D&D chatting. I like that. I like that we started something. So, Richie as Shaggy, would you play any game, any of the Metro games? I don't know. Are the Metro games scary? Yeah, I might play them as Shaggy, but...
No! Whatever that is, it's disgusting. Say your prayers.
Hey, where'd you learn that one, Knocked?
Nothing to it.
Okay, there's that. It's saying it's down there, but I'm like, really? Huh. Okay, I took a little fall damage there. It's saying it's here, but I don't see it. And that's just going all the way to the ceiling. There's no way it's up there. Okay. It's saying it's around here. Okay, I'm gonna have to look for it and thingamajig. Are you serious? It was right there.
That's it. The map's complete.
And I bet you X marks the spot.
And it's gotta be good after all that trouble.
Wait. Look. There's something written on this.
So,
This is meant to be feel good. It isn't working.
Nope, just some guy having fun.
We've come this far. We'll soon find out what our efforts yield.
Okay. Let's see, map. Let's return to the entrance. Yeah. There's no way that fighting everything in here is going to give me any kind of boost in XP. They're far too easy to kill. Way too low level. Alright, now that it's daytime out here and I can see what the hell I'm doing, let's kill some crabs. Crab people. Crab people. Look like crab, taste like
I'm gonna
people.
show you what I can really do.
If I only had a gill for every time he said that.
This one's no joke.
The hunt is on.
Want some?
Gotta love it.
We're on the same page.
You're on fire today!
No big deal.
What?
Oh, sorry about that.
Chop chop. How about this?
Impressive.
Yep.
I didn't need
Put
that
it in the
extra
books.
stuff.
It's history now.
Alrighty. Ooh. Let's do some magic damage to this little sucker. Oh, why are you running away, mister?
You look sick. I think it's poison.
Again?
Prompto! Wake up!
Prompto! Oh, hi there, opening.
Hey, Blondie!
That's me, I guess?
I'm impressed.
Iggy's looking pretty rough.
Prompto!
Oh, hi there, opening.
Nice one, Prompto!
Got on its last legs.
Let's get it out of this misery.
Swift and painful.
And just like that, it's over. Woot woot.
Dun, 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 dun.
Dun 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 dun.
This sounds like you're having fun.
Noctis just became Megamine. Oh, explosion. Sweet. I'm tired of these mother effing snakes on these mother effing planes. That's funny. When you don't feel like running, teleport. Of course, now it won't let us here.
Hey, who's up for a bite?
Having fun
What's the forecast?
looking at this
Clear
damn
skies.
Not
with
the
temperature rising.
stairs!
Nice.
No! Yeah, after I get Xanathar's Guide to Everything, I'm gonna get a new light. The new light is like $9.99, so like $10 ish, but it's gonna be $15 that I have to raise because I don't know taxes and I don't know how much PayPal or Streamlabs is gonna take out. So always shoot for about $5 more than what you need. Depending on how much it is. But yeah, $5 or more. Reminds me of Final Fantasy Crystal Saga. In a way, I mean, it is crystal based. There is a crystal here, so it does fall into the Crystal Chronicles kind of area. And technically, if you played, I think it's Final Fantasy 13 2. It's one of the it's the final one. I think it might be Lightning's Revenge or something like that. I don't remember. But at the end of it, you're Lightning on a train. You're going to meet Sarah, and then you end up getting off the train, and it's in Eos. You're basically the end of Final Fantasy 13 is in the Final Fantasy 15 world. So those are two. Are you drunk yet? No, I haven't been drinking any alcohol. This is all water. Because I like to be able to see small text. makes reading your comments a bit easier for me.
So Noct, I've been taking pics at whatever catches my eye,
Iggy.
but what do you want to see?
I want to see Iggy.
Get some more shots of Specs.
Gotcha. I'll see what I can do.
It's the Rock of Rabbitoh. Right up there. Why glasses? My mind's telling me no, but my body's telling me yes. I wear glasses because I'm literally dying without glasses, that is. I wear glasses because I'm getting older and my eyes aren't going to be the same forever. Technically right now I have 20/20 vision, but it helps with seeing small text from further away. They're just reading glasses, bro, and they're the thinnest version of reading glasses. I'm not requiring a lot. Also, I just like how they
It should
make
be a
me
nice
look.
change of pace.
Alright, here you go. Here's the real reason. This isn't the real reason, but I like saying it like that. Why glasses? Because I can do this. And now I'm part of Log Horizon. Ha 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 ha.
Oh.
Oh, there's a snoring Toby. He's a snoring. He's a snoring.
Let's move.
Yeah.
No idea what they're up against.
You said.
Well, here we are.
None the worse for wear.
Huzzah.
Bring on the next one.
Alright, let's climb this mountain. Oh no, birds almost look like seagulls for a second. Suck it, mountain seagulls. I like that, mountain seagull. That's pretty funny.
Hostiles on your right.
Thanks. Ponto, you're up.
Oh, hi there, opening.
Alright, it's 1 in the morning. Or afternoon. 1 in the afternoon. It is technically 1 in the morning. For 7 more minutes, and then it's 2 in the morning. I'm gonna pass out at about like 5 or 6 in the morning. So I can be awake for all the things I need to be awake for. I don't know why I'm singing that, but okay.
All right, let's hit it.
If you say so.
Let's hit it. Why? I punch the initiative. But why? Why would you punch the initiative? What? Watch out for the Rock of Rabbitoh. Yeah, sorry, Gladio. I didn't give you any time to do anything.
Back to it.
Right.
Knocked! On top of it! You like that? Right there! You ready?
This one's just for you.
That's crossing the line.
Sorry.
Huzzah!
Put it in the books.
It's history now.
Golden Unicorn fighting you. Yep, this is an RPG.
Wanna bash some heads in? You know it.
Ooh, head bashing! Knocked rules!
No big deal.
I mean, yeah, to be fair, it's no big deal. Boop-a-da-doop, 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 boop-a-da-doop. There we go. There we go. Get to it. Woo! No, no, no. No, no. Okay. Woo! That was close. Slippery slopes and Final Fantasy blokes. Oh goodness. Look at that. Fire away, man. Oh yeah, yeah. What happens if everyone but one person dies? In this game or in D&D? It depends on the person. If everybody but Noct dies, then the game continues. If Noct dies, game's over. Doesn't matter how many people are up. Doesn't matter if the others are there or not. If Noct goes down, game over, man. Okay, D&D, then that one person survives and you roll new character sheets for everyone else if they can't be revived. There is no Phoenix down for Dungeons and Dragons. There is Revivify, which is a spell that's important to learn, that clerics can learn. But there's to revive a dead character. That's a lot of work. A lot of stuff that has to go into it. Generally, early player deaths, tough to recover from. If you die in the first 10 levels, generally hard to get that character back.
over here.
Cool. Go take care of it.
Throne? That wasn't part of the deal. Nice. Another one out. So long.
Nothing to it.
Just going around, gonna collect everything. Going down to South Park, going to leave my friends behind. Oh, I forgot one other thing about Shoto's character. He's basically immune to fire and ice damage. Since he's half hot, half cold. Cause you're hot, then you're cold, you're yes, then you know, you're in, then you're out, you're up, then you're down.
Let's be done with this ritual.
And bam, done. Just like that. Ooh, a piece of shiny. Ooh, a piece of shiny. There's lots of pieces of shiny around here. So basically retreat when your health is almost under 10%. Somewhere around there, yeah. Assuming none of them can be revived, new character sheets and all. Yeah, there's like it happened in Critical Role, in fact. There was a character that died. Like, everyone in Campaign 1 has died at least once. I don't blame JRPGs, I blame Resident Evil for my need to pick up shiny objects. Saying down? What? I'm real good at down. I'm real good at down. I can't look at the map yet. I have to finish climbing. Please tell me I didn't go all the way up this mountain for no goddamn reason. Pretty sure I walked up this mountain for no goddamn reason. Oh no. Oh no, no, no. I'm going the right way. Okay, never mind. It's okay, yeah, it is further down, but that's not the reason. Hey. Nope. Let's do gear or elemency. Elemency. Let's do elemency. Alright, that brings me up to 129. That brings me up to 178. This brings me up to 228. Now let's go over to cast Faraga, Blizzaga, and Thundaga imbued with the power to stop enemies in their tracks. There we go.
You want to make camp?
No. Not just yet. Not just yet, thank you. Okay, so it is further down there. Are the waspy wasps over here? Yeah, they are. The insecty bugs with stingers on their tails.
How should we do this, Not?
Just do whatever. Not helpful.
What's the enemy's movement? Good? Yep, right. Got it.
That was close.
Hey!
Sorry. No mercy.
Ba-ba-da-da, ba-ba-ba-ba-da. That's mild bullshit, but understandable. In the middle of a fight, you might have to retreat if folks are dying off. Yeah, that's true. People help so much.
And that's disgusting.
Hey!
It's time.
Woot. Has sentiments too. So if you'd rather leave the stuff to the body as a role-playing thing, you can leave the possessions of the fallen one. Yeah, yeah. They kind of depends on how you play, but yeah. Also, quick note: as a DM, please don't be a dick and give away what your players' alignments are. Like if there's a lot of lawful people and then one evil guy, don't just be like, this guy's evil. Make sure to fuck him over the entire campaign, or that. Just at least pretend. Basically, operate under the assumption that your player's probably gonna turn on you guys in a fashion that you're not expecting because of shit like that. I would straight up say don't fuck too hard with your players. Because you never know when they can turn right around and fucking, like, at the end of your campaign, just kill everyone off and take all their shit. Because I'd do that to anybody, any DM that, like, tried to fuck me over like that. I'd fucking do that. I'd play it as hard as I could. The entire campaign, they're being a douche to this guy, trying to...
The treasure's close. Let's comb the area.
trying to get him killed, not helping him out, and all that stuff. And I'm like, don't do
No,
that,
if we
man.
find anything.
Don't fucking do that. And if a DM is going to tell character alignments, they need to reveal all character alignments, not just the one person's. That's all I'm saying. Like, full-on character alignment, guys. Okay, this is the weapon that I already unlocked in this area. Okay. Just making sure there's nothing else that's in here that I missed. Okay, there's not. Hey, it's 8 in the evening. And we're on a volcano. Yeah. Walking around in a big fat volcano. Oh yeah, there's a YouTube tale of this. You can find this tale on YouTube. It's interesting how he did it. Basically poisoned everybody hardcore at the end. And they were down to just, it left them with just one hit. Even if they saved against poison, all they had left was 1 hit point. So it made things pretty interesting. All they had to do was just hit him once. Even if you saved against poison, it barely mattered at all. Okay, trying to figure out where this thing is. Let's search all over the damn place. Huh. X marks the spot. Let me find this motherfucker. Final Fantasy 15, X marks the spot. Because I'm having trouble seeing where it is. Okay. Okay. So far, so obvious. Aha. There it is. Aha. So what I'm looking for is a mithril ingot. Good to know. Aha. There it is. Treasure is not that which you find at a journey's end, but the journey itself. It's immutable truth because I say so, and I'm the one who made the maps. Thank you for the memories, Stuart Sylvester.
Found it.
What do you know? It's really real.
Well, well, this isn't half bad.
Loads better than the heap of junk I was expecting.
We can take this, right?
We played the game through to the end. I think we've earned it.
Huzzah!
Treasure hunting's actually kind of fun.
When there's actual treasure, at any rate.
Wow, that Sylvester guy, though.
Sure went to a lot of effort for a
50,000
game.
That's a lot of gil. Alright, time to get out of here. Time to get. Speed is truck. Speed is your ground movement. There's flight and swim and climbing. A lot of my characters, I gave them a ring of swimming so that they'd at least have normal swim speed underwater. And if somebody casts water breathing, I should be alright. I'm learning a lot of lessons from just watching other people play. Okay, nothing to pick up, sadly. I was looking for shiny. Boobity-doo boop. And slide, I'm sliding away. Whee! And we're practically at the base of the mountain now. Base of the mountain. Dex determines if you have the finesse, quick draw skills to strike first, and depending on the attack, there's saves. Yep, yep. There's a lot to go over as far as there is a beginner's guide to D&D. There's plenty of them online. I would suggest looking them up if you're interested. Sorry. And there's lots of cool explanations about how to play a class and stuff. Honestly, I would recommend some of the stuff that I've been looking at for how to create this character, how to create that character, because it's pretty interesting, and they do explain why you need certain classes. A lot of what I've been using have been multi-class stuff. Now, I can make just a straight-out, full-on, one-class character, no problem. If you just want to see what that's like, maybe we'll do that in a moment. I don't have no problem making just a straight-out, like, I might go 20 levels into Rogue or 20 levels into Bard. It just depends. I will say, if you want to fuck with your DM, Bard. Bard is that class. If you really want to fuck with your DM, Bard is the way to go. It is the way, the truth, and the light.
Sleepy.
It is about that time.
Oh, all of you shut the hell up.
On your left!
Thanks.
Yes, Sam. Like, on your left. I'm like, okay, man. I'm not Captain America, but I'll take it.
Say your prayers.
Never knew what hit him.
Here we are.
Bronco, thought you'd never ask. Gotta love it.
Put it in the books.
Oh,
It's
so much
history.
for using any of my new abilities. Any of my new summons. That was summoning when you hear boom, 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 boom. All that stuff, that means you are able to summon. You hold L2 until Noctis summons. But the thing is, when you summon, only Noct gets experience. Everybody else gets kind of loses their experience. So if you have a mute character who has telepathic talking, would you have disadvantage for mind type spells and or confusion? Why did you have to kill the purple nightlight? How dare you? It's not a purple nightlight. It's a bomb. Thank you. Otherwise they missed. Okay. So let's go to a quest location. How about we go there? Let's not. Let's just let the car
Everything in
do its
order.
thing.
Yep.
Alrighty. So that having been said, let's go ahead. I'm going to build a level 20 rogue. By the way, this is what I was looking at. The guy's name is Tulloch the Barbarian. How to play Deadpool in Dungeons and Dragons. You can also do how to play Doctor Strange in Dungeons and Dragons. There's a lot of really cool ones. I'll show you some of his later. For now, I'm going to go into D&D characters. Just click on the first one because I'm just going to make a brand new character. My characters. There we go. So, let's create a character, just straight out. Alright? Let's go to standard. I'm going to go ahead and mute this, so... So let's do... you know what? We need appropriate music for this. So, how about we get... let's see... There we go. That should be an appropriate level of music. So let's go ahead and why? But why though? Okay, but why though? Okay, I don't know why it's not doing that. I don't understand why it's doing it that way, but we're gonna fix this. Oh, it's because I probably switched it from one thing to the other. Give me a moment. I'm gonna put some nice music on that won't get this stream demonetized. And then Running for Your Life from Shia LaBeouf. Can't play that one, but that'd be really funny. There we go. There it is. There. A monk chibi tales? No. Alright, so what we're gonna do... Let's just... Alright, just gonna name him Deneric. Alright, as for our race, let's go ahead. Oh, Wait, what? What is going on? Stop, 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 stop. Whatever you're doing, stop. Okay, there we go. Let's see. I'm gonna go with a Lightfoot halfling. Alright, racial traits. He gets lucky, brave, halfling nimbleness, and a +2 to dexterity automatically. Now, before going to class, I'm going to go over to abilities, because abilities are important. You can do this however you want. You can just roll them if you want, but typically DMs don't like to let me roll them because I tend to roll pretty high, and it just seems unfair. So I go with a point-buy system, typically. Now, for a rogue, I would say having intelligence is pretty good. Constitution, I'd say keep it 12. Dexterity, definitely to 14. That'll at least get me up to 16 with a +3 there. Alright, I have a +1 modifier for Constitution for some reason. Oh, no, that's just my general +1, sorry. Okay, so as you can see, 8s put you at -1. Let's do a 12 on Wisdom and a 10 on Charisma. And we'll bump up Constitution to 14. And I'll take a 9 will still keep you there, but I'll put it at 10. Alright, Charisma, I'm going to give it one more boost, get it at 11, and that puts me at a 12 here. So I've got 3 12s, a 16, a 14, and a 10. Now for a level 1, that's not bad at all. So my race is halfling, I've got my abilities kind of set up. But, I mean, I don't necessarily know how to I just know that dexterity is going to be good for, like, ranged and slicing attacks and things like that. And it all depends on how you want to play it, but I don't... A strong halfling is kind of, like, a little awkward to me. But we're going to go straight into rogue. So you can see there's a lot of... Like, as I click on something, a scoundrel who uses stealth and trickery to overcome obstacles. Hit die, so your hit points are based on D8 rolls. Primary ability is dexterity and intelligence. So it'll straight up say that you want to put a lot into dex, and for saves you have a lot of your saves are dex and intelligence based, so you want to have high dex and intelligence. So, and it'll tell you like, okay, so here's your hit points. So hit dice, 1d8 per rogue level is essentially how that would go. So I'm going to grab a D8 because I'm going to be doing D8s this entire time. So that's a D20. So, okay. D20s tend to look like that. They're 20-sided die. Like that. D4s tend to look like a triangle. That's a D4 die. 4-sided. Of course, a D6 is just your typical looking die. D8s are diamonds. That's what I'm looking for. And I've got 3 D20s right here. But, alright, so I'll add this class. There we go. And roll my first D8. That is a 5. So how do I... Okay. I don't remember how I do my HP stuff. Okay, so you can choose proficiencies. You get 4 proficiencies and 2 expertise right off the bat. So I'm gonna go with deception, stealth, sleight of hand, and persuasion as my big ones there. And I'll show you what that means in just a bit. Alright, so I choose another one. I can do... I'm going to take in Thieves' Tools, because that's going to help me with unlocking things. And I'm going to go with Extra Stealth, because I want my character to be very, very stealthy. I'm also going to turn the volume down a bit on here. Jesus, that is loud for me. Was it loud for you guys? The background sounds... Aha. Writing to you for a special amusement. You, sir, is the weirdest nerd I know. I do enjoy it. To yours truly, thanks, Juan. Oh, well, thank you for that. Okay, so I'm not having to yell into my microphone anymore. Okay, so... Oh, there's a fourth skill there. Did I not choose... I could have sworn I chose Persuasion. There we go. Okay, so there we go. And to just kind of show you what that looks like now. Just without anything... Alright, so here you can see that for my Charisma, I have a +3 in Deception because I took Deception. I have a +3 in Persuasion because I took Persuasion. I have a +5 in Sleight of Hand because of my Dex, and I took Sleight of Hand as one of my proficiencies. And because I took Stealth twice, I have a +7 to Stealth as just a level 1. Now I have a low AC of 13 and a +3 to my Initiative. But so far, that's looking really good. It's about what I would like it to be. Okay, so right now, like I said, I have a current... I don't know how to do my dice rolling. Okay, so let me figure that out real quick. How do I roll hit dice on D&D Beyond? Bam. Hit dice on character sheet D&D Beyond. Feedback. I don't see where to keep track of my hit dice used on the character sheet. I'd expect it fits in with the bottom R. Dice to or HP. No. To keep track of the number of hit dice I have left and the max number of hit dice I can have. For example, I'm a level 2 fighter. That info is what I don't see. Recover. Oh, okay. After a short rest. Oh, there it is. Okay. And I'm thinking I'm supposed to roll hit dice when I... Okay, so we're going to go back to the character real quick. And I think what I'm supposed to do is total fixed value, hit dice 1d8. Bonus override hit points. Your hit point maximum is determined by the number you roll for your hit dice each level, or fixed value determined by your hit dice and constitution modifier. Instead of fixed HP, I need to go and do it. Okay, fixed HP of 8 and a constitution modifier. Okay. Maybe that's a thing that's in home. Instead of, ignore coin weight. Ability score modifier, character privacy public. Fixed. Hit point value. Manual. There we go. Confirm. So there we go. So you could do it just fixed or by manual. Either or. If you don't want to do your rolled stuff, then you don't have to. So let's say I roll, and instead of that 8 right there, I have like a 1. So now I have 3 hit points max. So that wouldn't be very good. But you'd roll every time that you will start at 8, and you would roll each time, and based on your roll, that's the amount of hit points you can get. Unless you want to go with, and I do actually, I want to go with a fixed hit point every time. So that way I'm not having to worry about it. So we move there. We've got class. All right, let's move on to level 2 rogue. Now, we've looked at proficiencies, expertise. We should look at these 2 things before I move on to the next one that we've unlocked. Sneak attack. So beginning at first level, you know how to strike subtly and exploit a foe's distraction. Once per turn, you can deal an extra 1d6 damage to one creature you hit with an attack. If you have advantage on the attack roll, the attack must use finesse or a ranged weapon. You don't need advantage on the attack roll if another enemy is within 5 feet of it. That enemy isn't incapacitated, and you don't have disadvantage on the attack roll. The amount of extra damage increases as you gain levels in this class, as shown in the sneak attack column in the rogue table. So as you go up, you do more sneak attack damage. You can roll more dice and do more damage with sneak attack. It's pretty flippin' sweet. Alright, Thieves' Cant. During your rogue training, you learn Thieves' Cant, a secret mix of dialect, jargon, and code that allows you... So basically, it's a secret language that only thieves know. Cunning action. Starting at 2nd level, your quick thinking and agility allow you to move and act quickly. You can take a bonus action on each of your turns in combat. This action can be used only to take the dash, disengage, or hide action. So that's what's going on there. All right, and as you can see, my hit points jumped up to 17. That's good stuff. Now we move on to Rogue level 3. What did we unlock? Roguish Archetype. Now, you can do Arcane Trickster, Assassin, and Thief. I have plenty of Assassins. Let's move on with Arcane Trickster. Arcane Trickster gives you spell casting. So when you reach 3rd level, you gain the ability to cast spells. See spells rules for general rules on spell casting and spells listing for the wizard spell list. Starting at 3rd level, you can cast Mage Hand. You can make the spectral hand invisible, and you can perform the following additional tasks. You can stow an object using Mage Hand. You can retrieve an object. You can use thieves' tools to pick locks and disarm traps from a ways away. You can perform one of these tasks without being noticed by a creature if you succeed on a sleight of hand check contested by the creature's wisdom or their perception check. In addition, you can use a bonus action granted by your cunning action to control the hand. So there you go. All right. And as you can see, my hit points jumped up to 25. And I now have 3d8 hit dice when I'm recovering that I can roll to regain some health. Let's move on to 4. Oh, wait. I forgot to go over to spells. Apologies. So, you currently have no known spells, right? Okay, add spells. I can add 3 cantrips and 4 level 1 spells. Now, it's up to you as to what you want to do. But, as for me, I'm probably going to take... I'm going to learn Firebolt. Friends. It's a concentration spell. That's what the little C's right there are for. They're concentration. Let's see, Gust, Light... Mage Hand is a thing that I basically have there. And let's see. I'm going to take oh, no, I can't. It's not letting me take message? No, okay, well, that's a thing. Well, okay. I have 3 out of... Oh, I can only do 3 cantrips. That's why. Okay, and 4 level 1s. Okay, so as everything starts back, this is where all the level 1 stuff starts. Okay, Burning Hands, Catapult. Charm Person. It's good, good. Disguise Self. Very good for a rogue. Let's see. Hideous Laughter. Both of those are concentration spells. Not sure about that. Protection from Good and Evil. Silent Image. I'm going to take Shield as well. And Thunder Wave. There we go. I'm going to take all of those. And now I'm going to go back to class. We have unlocked. Now, here you get a choice. You can choose between ability score improvement. So you can choose any of your ability scores to improve. You can choose 2 of the same one. You can choose 2 different ones, or you can swap over and choose a feat instead and choose any of these feats here. Now, I don't know what all feats are available, so I'm going to look through them. You know what? I think I'm going to go with ability score improvement just off the base, and let me look at my abilities. I'm gonna boost up my dex. I wanna boost my dex up pretty well. A lot of what I have right now is dex related, so I'm gonna take that +2 to my dex, and now we'll move back over to my abilities. So you can see my dex is a 14, and because I have a +4 to it, a +2 for my racial bonus, and I took the ability improvements on there, it is a 18, which gives me a +4 modifier. So now my dex is really, really good, and that's going to help me overall. All right, moving on from 4 to 5. What do we unlock here? Uncanny Dodge. Starting at 5th level, when an attacker that you can see hits you with an attack, you can use your reaction to have the attack's damage against you. So there you go. You only take half damage, and it is a reaction, and you can use it once per turn. All right, moving on to level 6. First, let's check on seeing if I've unlocked any new spells. Nope. Same thing for all spells. Okay. Class features, expertise. Now we can take 2 more pieces of expertise. So I'm going to take a little more deception. There we go. And persuasion. I think my sleight of hand's pretty good so far. And we'll move on to level 7, which is where we currently are in Dungeons and Fat Dogs. Now, at level 7, you unlock evasion. Beginning at level 7, you can nimbly dodge out of the way of certain area effects, such as an ancient red dragon's fiery breath or an ice storm spell. When you are subjected to an effect that allows you to make a dexterity saving throw to take only half damage, you instead take no damage if you succeed on the saving throw and only half if you fail. So you can use evasion to reduce a failed roll to half damage or a saved roll to no damage at all, which is really, really flippin' sweet. All right. Let's move on to level 8. Do we have any new spells that we add? We can add 2 more spells from level 1. Hang on, let me refresh this real quick, just to make sure, because sometimes what'll happen is I've unlocked 2nd level spells. It just doesn't show up until you refresh it. Okay, spells are kind of weird that way sometimes. All right, so can I get some 2nd level spells? Ooh, there we go. Scorching Ray. I like that. Since I'm a halfling, I want to take Misty Step and get more movement out of everything. All right, so let's go back up to the top and take the spells down and go over to our next. All right, we have a new ability score improvement, or we can take another feat. I'm not really keen on taking another feat at the moment. I know. Let me look at what you guys are saying. So evasion is great for this character. Yes, it's very good. Yeah, Misty Step is super good if you want to, like, especially for halflings that only have like 25 feet of movement most of the time. Taking Misty Step doubles that, so you can move 50. You can move 50 feet, and you can use I think using Misty Step, if you're a fighter, I think you can put a key point on that. Warcaster feat, by the way. I might take that. Hang on. Let me see if I have it, though. Warcaster. What does that do? When you... Okay. You have practiced spellcasting in the midst of combat, learning techniques that grant you the following. You have advantage on Constitution saving throws that make you maintain your concentration on a spell when you take damage. Nice. You can perform the somatic components of spells even when you have the weapons or a shield in one or both hands. When a hostile creature's movement provokes an opportunity attack from you, you can use reaction to cast a spell at the creature rather than making an opportunity attack. The spell must have a casting time of 1 action and must target only that creature. I like that. Yeah, I'm going to take that. That's really good. All right, moving on. Let's get to 9. 9! Magical ambush. Starting at 9th level, if you are hidden from a creature when you cast a spell on it, the creature has disadvantage on any saving throw it makes against the spell in turn. Ooh, that's really good. So what it means, what disadvantage means is like, okay, so you got to take 2 20-sided die and roll them, and you have to pick the lower of the 2 numbers. That's what disadvantage means. And of course, advantage is the complete opposite. You take the higher number of 2 dice rolls when you take advantage. All right. Any new stuff that I can do? Known spells 6, cantrips 3. Okay, okay, cool. Okay, well, let's refresh just in case I've unlocked any new stuff as far as like what I can do. Spells, let's see. Bam, hide spells. Nope, still 2nd level. Well, I mean, rogues aren't gonna go up like that. All right, so let's move on to a level 10 rogue and look at that. All right, ability score improvement. This time I really am gonna take an ability improvement. let me take a look at my abilities real quick and see what I want to boost up. Do I want to boost up my... I think I want to boost up my intelligence and my wisdom a little bit. I can also bump my charisma. I should bump my... well, actually, I should probably bump my constitution, and since I have stuff that is based around my constitution for concentration on spells. So let's do my con score, get that up. Yep. All right. So now I look at my abilities, and my constitution is now a 16, so I have a +3. All right, so 18, 16, 12, 12, 12, 10. Which is, you know what? I'm not going to need a lot of strength, so I'm just going to take that negative penalty on my strength, and instead, I'm going to boost intelligence and wisdom both by 1, and then on my next time around, I can boost them up and have 2 14s. And let's see. Going back. Class. Okay. Any new stuff in spells category? Yes, I can take new spells on. Hang on, let me refresh just in case I've unlocked 3rd level spells. I have not. Okay, so I'm just making sure, guys. Okay, so I can add another cantrip. So let's see. What cantrip do I want to use? Let's use Minor Illusion this time. And I'm going to take the 1st level spell of... Magic Missile. There we go. We'll take Magic Missile. Alright. Now we'll move back to class and jump over to level 11. At 11, you get Reliable Talent. By the 11th level, you have refined your chosen skills until they approach perfection. When you make an ability check that lets you add your proficiency bonus, you can treat a D20 roll of 9 or lower as a 10. That's super, super handy. So if I'm checking on something like that and I roll, like, say, an 8, so long as it's not a nat 1, I just automatically can say it's a 10. And then add whatever I want to it. Add my proficiency bonus and all that stuff on top of the 10, and that's how it works. I think, right? Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. The job skill like blacksmithing, or is there is no such thing? No, you can take on job skills and stuff, but it's not. That's not a. At the moment, that's not a thing that we're going through. We're just building our character base right now. Okay, ability score improvement. Again, I'm going to take that ability score this time. I'm going to take 1 into intelligence. I'm going to take 1 into wisdom. Bam. Okay, so now here's what that looks like. I have 14 intelligence and a 14 wisdom, which means I get a +2 on my modifier. Your modifiers are the important things. Yes, your overall total score is nice, but your total score is what adds to your modifier. Your modifier is what you're going to be using for saves and checks and things like that. So that's why your modifiers are very important. 5 is probably the max you can get on a modifier, but a +5 modifier is nothing to sneeze at. All right, so any new spells? We can take 1 more level 1 spell now. I'm going to get Identify, so I can identify the objects that we encounter throughout the time and work on that. All right, moving on to level 13. Let's go to class features. Versatile Trickster. At 13th level, you gain the ability to distract targets with your mage hand. As a bonus action on your turn, you can disengage a creature within 5 feet of the spectral hand created by the spell. Doing so gives you advantage on attack rolls against the creature until the end of the turn, which means I can use my mage hand if it's in melee with the targeted creature to get sneak attack damage, which is really cool. All right, any new stuff? Yes, I can now take another. I can take another level 1 spell. Level 1 or level 2. It doesn't... Second level spell. I'm going to go with a 2nd level this time. Locate object. Very good. And notice I'm not taking a lot of concentration spells. That's a personal kind of preference. You don't have to ignore concentration-based spells. That's just a thing that I do. All right, moving on to 14. As we get to 14, we get Blind Sense, starting at 14th level. If you are able to hear, you are aware of the location of any hidden or invisible creature within 10 feet of you. So, this is very important because there will be enemies that can go invisible or hide that might be nearby you, and you will automatically know where they are. Okay, any new spells that I can add? Yes, indeed. Let's see. Absorb elements, burning hands, catapult, charm, person. Already got that. Comprehend language. I'm going to do that. Comprehend language. That's going to be helpful later. It's funny how I'm playing. I'm basically outfitting my rogue very much like a wizard in certain instances. All right, level 15 rogue, Slippery Mind. By 15th level, you acquire greater mental strength. You gain proficiency in wisdom saving throws. So I get to use a proficiency bonus with all my wisdom saving throws, which is nice. All right, looking at my spells again. Any new? Nope. Nope. We're good. All right, so moving right along back to class features. Let's move up to freaking level 16. Ability score improvement or taking a feat. Now this time I'm going to look at some more of the feats. Actor alert. I'm going to take alert. You gain a +5 bonus to initiative. You can't be surprised while you are conscious. Other creatures don't gain advantage on attack rolls against you as a result of being unseen by you. There you go. So it makes it really hard for me to be surprised. It really does help. Alright, so that is my known spells. Let's add spells. I can add a new spell. Let's refresh to make sure that I have access to 3rd level. I do have access to 3rd level spells now. Alright, so I have access to Blink, Animate Dead, Clairvoyance. Ah, there it is. Counterspell. Very good. I'll probably get Dispel Magic next, because those are going to be very handy. Very, very handy. Okay, and then in class features, I've already taken the feat alert, which is what I wanted. Okay, 17, Spell Thief. At 17th level, you gain the ability to magically steal the knowledge of how to cast a spell from another spellcaster. Immediately after a creature casts a spell that targets you or includes you in its area of effect, you can use your reaction to force the creature to make a saving throw with its spellcasting ability modifier. The DC equals your spell save DC. On a failed save, you negate the spell's effect against you and steal the knowledge of the spell if it is at least 1st level and of a level you can cast it. It doesn't need to be a wizard spell. For the next 8 hours, you know the spell and can cast it using your spell slots. The creature can't cast that spell until the 8 hours have passed. Once you use this feature, you can't use it again until you finish a long rest. So that's important there. Now let's move back over to spells and see if we have access to a new spell. It does not appear that we do. Alright, moving on to level 18. Level 18, Elusive. Beginning at 18th level, you are so evasive that attackers rarely gain the upper hand against you. No attack roll has advantage against you while you aren't incapacitated, which is frickin' baller. Okay, that's flippin' sweet. Okay, I don't think I can take any new, sadly. Okay. Fireball would be a good one to learn as well. But Dispel Magic and Fireball would be the two that I'd want to learn. Okay. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go into my spells. Cantrip. Charm Person, Comprehend Languages, Disguise Self, Identify, Magic Missile, Shield, Thunder Wave. You know what? I'm gonna unlearn Thunder Wave. I'm gonna unlearn that so I can learn a different one. Okay. Let me go into... Let me get under Thunderwave. Oh, pfft. That's why. Press the wrong one. Okay. Remove. And let's do... There we go. Let's get Dispel Magic in there. That's more important than Thunderwave, to be completely honest. Because there can be plenty of magical locks, and if I do Dispel Magic, you can unlock a magical lock. Dispel the magic around it and unlock the magic lock, as well as other things. There could be magical traps that I can disable as well. Alright. Alright, let's see what other feats are available. Charger, dual wielder, durable, adept, elemental adept, great weapon master, healer. I don't have any healing abilities, which I probably should. Oops. Mobile. What's mobile? Okay. Your speed increases by 10 feet. Oh god, I need that. Yeah. But let's see what else is on here. Magic Initiate. Ritual Caster. What's tough? Increases by the amount of twice your level. Oh, Jesus. So that would put me at 193 for tough. What would that put me at if I just went Spell Sniper? Okay, what's that put me at? 155. Okay. When you cast a spell that requires you to make an attack roll, the spell's range is doubled. Let's see. Firebolt, which is pretty good. I'm still trying to figure out whether I should do tough or whether I should... Let me look at my character sheet real quick and see what my movement speed is. 25 feet. I'm going to take mobile. Yep. Let's see what that changes me to if I take mobile. Okay. 35. Much better. That's at least slightly... 5 better than most people of a higher size. Okay, so I can now take extra... oh, I've unlocked 4th level spells. Beautiful. Let's use... I was going to say I can either use Fireball, which I would love to. Control Water. Where's Fireball? This is 3rd level spells. There it is. There's Fireball. And then, let's see. Where are my 4th levels? 4th level. Blight's pretty good. Banishment. Arcane Eye. Dimension Door. Oh, God. That's really, really helpful. I need that. Greater Invisibility. Polymorph is good. Wall of Fire, Watery Sphere. Oh, man. But a lot of the spells that I have right now are spells that I need. Firebolt is a cantrip. Comprehend Languages, Disguise Self, Identify, Magic Missile, Shield. I could probably get rid of Shield depending on how my AC is. What is my AC at the moment? 14. No, I'm going to keep my... good God, a +9 initiative? That's amazing. Alright, let's go up to level 20. What do we get for level 20? Stroke of Luck. At 20th level, you have an uncanny knack for succeeding when you need to. If your attack misses a target within range, you can turn the miss into a hit. Alternatively, if you fail an ability check, you can treat the d20 roll as a 20. Once you use this feature, you can't use it again until you finish a short or long rest. That is the downside of that. Alright, now let's see what we've got in the way of spells. Okay, I can add one more, which is great, because I think I'm going to add the Okay. And they're all 4th level spells. I'm going to add a 4th level spell. Absolutely. Dimension Door. That's what I wanted to learn. There we go. And there we go. That is the class and the abilities so far. So, I have a +4, +3, +2, +2, +1, and a -1. I probably... Yeah. So, I'm pretty good on a lot of those. Alright, so now we move to... Alright, so here is where that job listing thing comes in. You choose a background. So, let's say... Entertainer, folk hero, gladiator. Now, as you purchase more stuff, you can take on more. This is the background. Outlander, noble, knight, hermit, haunted one, gladiator, acolyte, charlatan. Okay, so I can take in skill proficiencies, such as, let's see, I'm going to take in perception. And Arcana. That way I can do Arcana checks. False identity. You've created a second identity that includes documentation, established acquaintances, and disguises that allow you to assume that persona. Additionally, you can forge documents including official papers and personal letters as long as you have seen an example of that kind. So there you go. Alright, so suggested characteristics. Personality traits. I can choose 2. I fall in and out of love easily, and I'm always pursuing someone. I have a joke for every occasion, especially... Yeah, flattery is my preferred trick to getting what I want. Yeah, that's true. Born gambler who can't... I lie about most everything. Sarcasm and insults are my weapons of choice. Yes. I keep multiple holy symbols on me and invoke whenever... What? He can't be back yet. It's too early. Independence. I'm a free spirit. No one tells me what to do. I distribute the money I acquire to the people who really need it. Creativity. I never run the same con twice. Material goods come and go. Bonds of friendship last forever. It all depends on how you want to play it. I'm determined to make something of myself. Okay, so it could be any of those. Charity. Fairness, creativity. I'm going to go with that. There we go. Ideals, bonds. I fleeced the wrong person and must ensure that this individual never crosses paths with me or those I care about. I own everything to my mentor, a horrible person who's probably rotting in jail somewhere. Somewhere out there, I have a child who doesn't know me. I'm making the world better for him or her. A normal family, and one day I'll reclaim my lands and the title from those who stole it from me. Powerful person kills someone I love. Someday soon I'll have my revenge. I swindled and ruined a person who didn't deserve it. I seek to atone for my misdeeds, but might never be able to forgive myself. I like the idea of having a child. I can't resist a pretty face. I'm always in debt. I'll spend my ill-gotten gains on decadent luxuries faster than I bring them in. I'm convinced that no one can ever fool me the way I fool others. Too greedy for my own good, I can't resist taking a risk if there's money involved. Can't resist swindling people who are more powerful than me. I hate to admit it, and will hate myself for it, but I'll run and preserve my own hide if the going gets tough. I like swindling people more powerful than me. That one's good. Alright, character details. You can choose an alignment if you want one. How about neutral good? You don't have to choose a faith. I'm going to choose a comfortable lifestyle. If you want to choose a faith, you can, but it's not necessary. Okay, and then you can just say, hey, hair color, skin, eye color. Okay, let's see. It's brown, tan, green, 3'2", weight, 68 years, 73, gender, male. Okay, there we go. And then you can have like, you can make like little notes about different things. And depending on what background you choose, you can have like different things. But like I get a disguise kit and a forgery kit automatically for that particular character. So let's say you could choose any of the preset stuff here, or you can choose a specific image if you want. I'm just going to choose a pre-rendered one. So there we go. And then you could do starting equipment. All right. So I've got starting equipment. Let's go with starting equipment of a short bow and quiver. Let's do a burglar's pack. And there we go. Let's see. 10 stoppered bottles filled with colored liquid, a set of weighted dice, a deck of marked cards, or a signet ring of an imaginary duke. Go with a deck of marked cards. And I'm going to add all that starting equipment. Now, that's good starting equipment for level 1. But we're level 20. So now it's time to add some items. And then level 20 is going to have some decent kind of items going on there. So, let's start with armor. And we're going to get some studded leather. I'm not going to go overly over the top with some of the orange stuff and just say that everybody's got orange, but I am going to take a studded leather 2 armor and add that. Okay, I'm going to undo the armor. I'm going to go to potions. Let's see, I've got a potion. I'm going to take a potion of acid resistance, cold resistance, fire resistance. At this point, let's just say that I've gone up against a dragon and I've decided, hey, I should have some resistant stuff that I bought. Okay, I'm going to take 3 graters. I'll leave potion of poison and poison resistant. In my trade, it would be necessary to have some poison resistance. I'm going to take 2. Clairvoyance, Dominion, Fire Giant, Great Strength, Potion of Healing Superior. I'll take 1 of those. Potion of Heroism, no. Stone Giant Strength, Cloud Giant Strength. Potion of Speed, I will have taken 1 of those, and a Potion of Invisibility. And that is it for all the potions I would take. As far as rings, let's see. A Ring of Swimming, I would take 1 of those. Water Walk in case. Let's see. Eagle of Amulet doubles the range of spells used by the wearer. Absolutely take that. Ring of Evasion. No, I won't need that. I'm pretty evasive. Poison resistance. Yes, in my profession, that would be a must. Ring of Regeneration. Telekinesis. Now, I'm not going to wear all the rings at the same time. The thing is, you can swap rings in and out. Now, as for wand, might just be a regular old wand that I have. Okay, proficient, uncommon, and magical. Wand of Web. Wand of the War Mage, 1. Wand of the War Mage, 2. I'm going to take Wand of the War Mage, 3. It's going to be one of the really good purples that I have on me. That'll be it for that. See, I'm going to take a hand crossbow. No. And that's just my basic one that I'll have. And then I'm going to take probably either a blue or a purple hand crossbow. It just all depends. Okay, crossbow hand. Yeah, I'm going to take 1 of those. So I'll take a +3 version of that, and that'll be the end of my weapon stuff. I'll take a short sword or a dagger. Let me get a couple of. Let me get a +2 dagger. Yeah. In fact, I'll pick up 2 of those, and then I'll take the weapon away. What is wondrous? Bag of tricks and a bag of holding. Amulet proof against detection and location. Now I'm pretty good on that. But if I want to boost some stuff really hard, I have advantage on dex, and so there we go. I'll take those boots of elven kind. I will take eyes of charming. What's eyes of the eagle? Oh, yeah. Gotcha. Gem of brightness. Goggles of the night, so I can wear. I can also put on a hat of disguise, but I don't think... Well... what does this do? Intelligence of night. Ooh, headband of intellect. I'll take that, thank you. Necklace of adaptation, restoration, robe of useful items. Rope of climbing, yes. Wind fan, amulet of health, bag of beans. Boots of speed. I would like that, but I think I've got plenty of speed at the moment. If I didn't take the mobility feat, I probably would have grabbed the boots of speed. Because they would give me... While you wear these boots, you can use a bonus action and click the boot heels together. So there's effectively boots of haste. If you do, the boots double your walking speed, and any creature that makes an attack of opportunity against you has disadvantage on the attack roll. If you click your heels together again, you know what? I'm just gonna add them just cause. I may not wear them, but I will probably have them just in case. I may change mobility because of that. Horseshoes of speed. What are the horseshoes of speed? While all horseshoes are affixed to the hooves of a horse or similar creature, they increase the walking speed by 30 feet. Ah! Gotcha. Bag of devouring. No, thank you. Candle of invocation. Carpet of flying. Carpet of flying. Carpet of flying. Crystal ball. Helm of brilliance. Roam of scintillating colors. Apparatus of the crab. Cubic gate. Horn of Valhalla. Okay, orb of dragonkind. What? Yeah, I'm not gonna read all that. TLDR. Alrighty, so now that I've done all that, look at wonderful gear. Most of this is stuff that you have just from starting out. I'm going to leave that be for now, and we're going to go to the inventory. I'm going to wield that. I'm going to wear that. You know what? Yeah, I am going to take the boots of speed. Bag of holding, bag of tricks. Eyes of charming, goggles of the night, headband of intellect. Arrows, backpack, ball bearings. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna hit use on that, and I'm gonna double this at least to 40 arrows at this point. Rope of climbing, ring of water walking, ring of swimming. I'm gonna keep that on. I don't like. These have to be used separately, clearly. Dagger, lantern, hooded, leather armor. Oh, I start with leather armor. Let me remove that item. Let me remove this item as well. Thieves' tools, tinderbox, water skin, short bow. Cool. Wield and wield. Bam. Okay, so. And I'm going to keep the boots of Elvenkind just in case if I need to swap them out. Arrows, ball bearings. Okay, so now that I've done that, we've got 10 active items. So boots of speed. I'm going to attune those. Studded leather. It's equipped. It's equipped. Let's see. Headband of intellect. Gonna attune that. Okay. Ring of swimming. I don't need to attune that. So that's beautiful. That's beautiful. Okay, let's go back to class. I'm gonna move back over here. And instead of mobile, was I gonna take tough, I think? That puts me at 203, but I don't know if I necessarily need that. Let's see what else I have on here. Oh, the lucky feat. Oh. Okay, the lucky feat. You have inexplicable luck that seems to kick in at just the right moment. You have 3 luck points whenever you make an attack roll, an ability check, or a saving throw. You can spend 1 luck point to roll an additional d20. you can choose to spend one of your luck points after you roll the die. So say if I rolled a nat 1 and I wanted to not roll a nat 1, I can choose to use lucky and re-roll that, and I have to take whatever the second roll is. Choose to re-roll. You can also spend one luck point when the attack roll is made against you. Roll a d20 and then choose whether the attack uses the attacker's roll or yours. If more than one creature spends a luck point to influence the outcome of a roll, the points cancel each other out. No additional dice are rolled. You regain your expended luck points when you finish a long rest. So there you go, guys. All right, so that is my equipment. View our character sheet. Let's see what this looks like now. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Richie, you have shown me the one magical item I'd take if anyone, aka is hooved, I could legit use those. Oh, there you go. My boredom should make my effort a more noble thing. It's just short of 4 a.m. for me. Ah! What do you mean I'm still working? Short sword, unchecked either. Level 20 pack in protection. 3 graters? Yeah, I like grated cheese. Oh my god, what's Ring of the Ram? I don't know, bro. But as you can see the spell sheet, I now have an 18 armor class. And look at that. Look at that intellect now. That is from wearing an intelligence band. It automatically bumps you up to 19. So I have a +4 on intelligence checks and things of that nature. And that bumps me up a lot. My stealth 16, sleight of hand 10, persuasion 13, perception 8, a 13 deception, a 10 on arcana. Now, anything that is intelligence based went up a lot as well. So history is a +4. Investigation is a +4. Nature is a +4. Religion is a +4. All those things. So wisdom, insight. So there's a lot of stuff on here. Athletics and what else is strength based? Anything in here? No, just athletics. Athletics is the only strength based feat that's on here. Everything else I take pluses on. So this is a level 20 rogue right here with 163 hit points, a walking speed of 25 until I click my boots of haste, as I like to call them, and then I get a walking speed of 50. I have a +6 proficiency bonus. I speak common and halfling. This is a pretty decent build. A +9 initiative. So even if I roll a 10, which is kind of middle ground, I have a 19 on my initiative. That's absolutely flippin' crazy. I have -1 on strength saves, but a +10 on intelligence, +8 on wisdom, +10 on dex, a +3 on con, and a +1 on charisma. I have a passive. My passive insight is 12. My passive investigation is 14, and my passive perception is 18. Whoa. Crazy, right? Now, I may see if I can get something that will bump my wisdom as well. Let me look for that. Let's go back to this. I need to bump my wisdom. What is a thing that will bump my wisdom? Because I want to bump my wisdom a little bit. Alright, add possessions. Okay, well, there's a thing there. Okay. Wondrous. Nope. 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 Okay. Okay, let's shorthand this. D&D wisdom. Wisdom boosting item. 5 best ways to increase wisdom. Iron Stone of Insight. Aside from Tome of Understanding. Ooh, Tome of Understanding as well. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Paste. Ooh. Let's add that and Tome of Understanding. Tome of Understanding. Okay, let's look at those two real quick. Stone of Insight, named a stone. Okay, named after Ioun, a god of knowledge and prophecy revealed on some worlds. The Iron Stone exists. When you use an action to toss one of these stones into the air, the stone orbits your head at a distance of 1d3 feet and confers a benefit to you, therefore another creature must use an action to grasp or net the stone separate from Insight. Your wisdom score increases by 2 to a max of 20 on this descent. Okay, cool, 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 cool. The Iron Stone of Insight is not something necessarily that I want to use, so I'll take that away. What about the Tome? Tome. Hey, you. Ah, there it is. The spell continues. Contains intuition or insights greater. If you spend 48 hours over the period of 6 days or fewer studying the book's contents, practicing its guidelines, your wisdom score increases by 2, as does your maximum for that score. The manual then loses its effect, but regains it in a century. Sweet. Okay, so getting to active items. Tome of Understanding. Bam. Let's see what that did now. Because I do want to boost my wisdom a little bit. Observant. And Stone of Insight. There are Blessing of Understanding. If it can only be given by a god, it's hard to get, and it doesn't have the 20th level restriction of an epic boon. Observant feat. Ah, I think Observant is a feat. And then my wisdom goes up to a +3. That's much better. Yeah. Passive wisdom, insight, blah, blah, blah. Sweet. Now all my wisdom, animal handling goes up by sleight of hand. Cool. So I like all that stuff. It's pretty good stuff stored. That's how many charges to may regain a dot. Only 3 a day? That sounds like a lazy ramp. Yeah. This requires a 1d3 roll. This is it's so messed up. But I like what I've got now because this is pretty flippin' broken. And I like that. I like that it's pretty flippin' broken. Okay. And bam. Just like that. Just like that. Just like that. Oh. Here we go. And let's see. Shaggy chat. Let's mess with the properties on that to make it just 125. Enter. There we go. There. Okay. I changed the range of the chat so you guys can chat away. But I hope you guys enjoyed that little look into everything. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of Chrome again and put the game back up. But guys, Richie, would you care if I showed my EK to you despite it having a homebrew subrace? I don't mind, but just so you know, I'm probably going to go to bed soon. But yeah, absolutely. It's fine. I'm just not going to do it on the stream. But if Juan did not go to bed already, because I wasn't able to check because I was running through everything, Juan, if you're there, I hope this was helpful and maybe got you a little bit of excitement for playing a type of character. Now, you don't have to play a rogue the way I did. You can play a different type of rogue, or you can choose from a different class. There's so many different classes out there. but I hope this got you into it. And if I were you, I'd check out Tulok the Barbarian. He's got a lot of really cool stuff in there. Recently, he did, 5 days ago, how to play Sailor Moon in D&D. 3 days ago, how to play Pennywise in D&D. And yesterday, he put up how to play Banjo-Kazooie in D&D. So there you go. Really cool stuff in there. Juana's long gone, unfortunately. Aw, that's so sad. But there you go, gang. That was a lot of D&D with a little bit of Final Fantasy mixed in. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I will hopefully be back tomorrow at a much better time with more of you guys around, and we can just chill and relax, play a little bit of video games, enjoy some D&D chat, talk about some anime, and that be that. I will see you guys next time. Spider, if you're not going to bed, I may jump on Destiny and hang out with you. But for the most part, right now, I have to use the restroom, so it'll at least be a few minutes before. But I will talk to you guys later, and have a good night. Bye-bye.